Hi, I'm Shauna with Ogden Valley Information Events, and I'm here with Kristen. Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me about your business.
So I am with Counseling and Wellness Hub. We are located in Ogden, Utah, just off of 25th Street. We are an individual and couples counseling center.
So I have to say that I think mental health is something that our society kind of looks down on. And I feel like it's something that at some point in nearly every person's life, it's something we probably should ask for, but we're kind of a little bit hesitant to do that. Mm-hmm. So say, for instance, I'm coming to my first appointment. What could I expect?
Yeah, that first appointment can sometimes be intimidating, right. And so our goal is to make it not intimidating or scary. So that first appointment, we spend a lot of time just getting to know each other, sure. And understanding what the challenges are that are brought you into your appointment. And so just gathering that information, making sure that we're in sync and we're building that rapport so that we can work through those difficult things that you're bringing to the table.
Right. So what are some things that I could see you for?
So we specialize in a few different things. I have a therapist that works here that she specializes in more of the children's area, those challenges that kids from young ages up through their teenage years are maybe dealing with. And then I myself specialize in more of those late teenage years up through the adult years. And we do everything from depression and grief to eating disorders to addiction, marital counseling, individual counseling.
So I have insurance, and a lot of people do, but then there's a big population that doesn't. How do I work that with my insurance?
So we don't bill insurance here,
okay.
And we've chosen to not do that for a few different reasons. But one is to make sure that it stays affordable for people. Even with insurance, sometimes it's not as affordable. Right. So we want to make sure it's as affordable as getting your hair done or going for a massage or getting your teeth cleaned. And so we just want to make sure that that's affordable. So our rates are $65 for an individual session, $85 for a couple session, and then $100 for a family session, because those sessions are a little bit longer to make sure that we're addressing the whole family system. Mm-hmm. And that, like I said, we want to just make that affordable for people to be able to sustain, because mental health is that important.
Right, it definitely is. So again, I feel like everyone talks about like self-care and self-love, but they don't really differentiate how they work. And I feel that that's something that needs to be clarified, because I go and get my toenails done and it feels great, makes me feel good for a moment. But self-love is something a little deeper. Could you explain that? Yeah,
so self-care is really that kind of instant gratification care is how I would term it. So we go get a massage because maybe we're feeling achy today, or we go get our hair done for an event, or because that's just part of our routine, right. And that's our self-care. Right. But our self-love is more of that long-term, wrap our arms around ourselves and really care about keeping ourselves mentally healthy.
Right.
And loving who we are and accepting those challenges and finding healthy ways to work through those challenges. And so it's just not a one and done type of thing. It's more of a long-term care for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. So I know you've talked about it before, but again, I think it's something that we could talk about again, is like, what things do you see people for? I feel like sometimes we don't really talk about postpartum depression or different things like that. And I feel like the more people know how affordable it is and how there's not going to be judgment, what are some other things that they can come here and really find that solace that they need?
Yeah, I think sometimes people feel like they don't want to get counseling because they're afraid people will think they're crazy.
Right.
And coming into counseling does not mean you're crazy. No. It just means that there's some challenges that you need better help working through. It's the same as you go to a doctor, because that doctor has that specialty to help you work through those things. And so some people come in just because they've gone through something with their family that's been really triggering or really difficult, and they don't know how to approach that and keep those relationships intact. Right. Or it could be that they have been working through some addiction, and they've gone back and forth with that addiction, and now it's affecting more things than just themselves, and they need some better strategies around that. But for me, as a therapist, I see a counselor, and that needs to be an okay thing that we say mental health is okay and it's normal.
It's like going to the dentist.
You bet.
Taking care of your inside like you're taking care of your teeth.
Yeah. And that's what we really want to get across to people that come and see us here is this is okay and it's normal and it's healthy. Right. And you shouldn't be ashamed by that, and it shouldn't be a secret, and it's okay to tell people that you're getting help.
Right. So where do people go to book an appointment or find out more about you?
Right. So we have a very interactive website. So you can go to counselingwellness.com, and on that site you can get more information about myself and about my other therapist, Stephanie, what type of modalities we use, what type of clients that we typically see. And then there's a very interactive calendar system on there, so you can make your own appointments. You don't have to try to talk to somebody and try to have that back and forth. You can also contact us directly from the website, so you can chat with us. If you have questions, because sometimes people just have questions before they make an appointment. They just want to ask a few more questions, and we're great to answer those questions for you. But then you can make your appointment directly on the site that meets your schedule and your needs.
Right. And if I were looking for a therapist, what would be some good questions that I would ask that therapist to make sure we're a good fit?
Yeah, so it's really important to find a good fit for a therapist, because sometimes we go to a therapist and we're like, I won't go to a counselor again because it wasn't a good fit.
Right.
And there's going to be counselors that aren't a good fit for certain people, and they're really good fits for other people.
Right.
So definitely I would be asking, the question is, what are your specialties? So that making sure that they specialize in what you're trying to get counseling for. And what is their availability? Because if they are booked 3 or 4 weeks out, but you need somebody right away, they may not be the fit for you right now.
Right.
And so just finding out what type of clients do they normally see, maybe how long have they been doing counseling and handling different challenges and different client needs.
Right.
So just making sure you're asking the questions to make sure that the therapist is has good specialties and is well versed in the issues that you're needing help in.
Great. So again, thank you so much for being with us. And we're down here on 25th Street, just turned downtown Ogden. And please reach out if you have any questions or concerns, and we'll be glad to have.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.